Hey everybody, it's Michael here from Replica Airguns, doing a little bit of a different airsoft field test shooting video. Today we're looking at some Bullpup rifles, so where basically the firing mechanism is in front of the magazine area. It gives a longer barrel. The action happens in the rear of the gun as opposed to in front of the pistol grip or the trigger area. So it's a little bit different than say an AR style or even an AK, which is, what I'm typically reviewing is a lot of M4s, AR style rifles. These are a little different. I have 4 different ones here. I'm going to actually be doing 3 different field tests because I have some AEG guns. These are the Steyr AEG. I believe this is the A3. I'm not very familiar with these guns, to be totally honest, so if I stumble a little bit, just understand that this is new to me as well. So this is the A3 Steyr AEG from AEG. I'm probably just going to test one of these guns because, they basically have the same internals. They just look a little different. And this is the A2 in tan. And nice guns. Problem with these ones is they don't have any type of sights on them. So there's no hard sights, or there's no metal sights on them at all. So iron sights. So that makes them a little bit tougher to review out of the box. I'm going to have to put something on them. But what I have here is I have 2 other guns. One is from Cybergun, and that would be this guy here. And it's called the Famas, and I have the version 1. This is the very first one. Then there's the F1, and we sell them both in the Canadian stores. This one sells for about $199. The upgraded F1 version sells for about almost $300. It's upgraded externally, has a little bit heavier plastics, better quality plastics, and better internals. I believe it has 3-round burst mode and adjustable velocity. A couple extra things on the $300 version. I also have the this is through Umarex. It's the Tavor 21 Elite. And so I'm going to be doing field test shooting videos for both of these ones this week. And starting with the Famas, we're going to do that one first and see what kind of accuracy we get, see what kind of feet per second we get. I haven't really done any tabletop videos for these guns. I believe I've done a preview video for some of them, so you can check those out. I'll put links in the description to that video. Alright, so let's get on with it. We'll start with the Famas. So you're not going to see any testing in this video for the Tavor 21 Elite yet. Okay, so we'll just hold off on that one. That'll be the next video that comes out this week. Alright, so this one's all ready to go. We're going to start off with an FPS test. I don't even have my chair here just yet, but that's okay. We're just doing an FPS test. So let's see if we can get some rounds to read. The safeties in select fires in the back, a little different. Well, I guess that was full auto. There we go. We'll try that again. So this will be shot 1. 366.9. 360.6. 360.9. 358.2. And that's the last one, 358.5. So very close, all right around 360. So that's not too bad at all. I mean, other than that little burst I did at the beginning, everything went really well, but you can see everything's working good for a $199 gun. A very cool looking gun. I didn't really get into too much about it. Oops, I just popped that off. This is actually, you can move it around, so it's kind of neat. So what's kind of cool about this is it has a built-in tripod already built into it, right? Sort of a fake bolt type thing. A lot of plastic on this gun, but it weighs okay. I believe you might be able to get away with, I'm not 100% sure, but you might be able to get away with standard AR mags. I know with the Tavor you can, but I'm not sure about this guy. I haven't tried yet. Interesting that the select fire's in the back. The batteries go up front here. You can get pretty decent sized batteries in there. It's not too bad for room. The sights are really cool. They are fully adjustable. And it does have this little pop-up sight. I guess if you're shooting like further down range and you want to get the barrel up, you could pop that guy up and shoot further down range, which is pretty cool. All right, let's set up some targets, paper target down range, and see how accurate this gun is. First in semi-auto, 10 rounds, and then I'll do some burst firing. Got my paper set up, 30 feet down range. Going to start out with semi-auto firing. Let's see what kind of accuracy we get. I don't know, where we're adjusted on paper. I'm just going to make sure this centered. This front sight is very loose, so you got to watch it a little bit. I notice it's adjustable, just supposed to be by your hand tightness, but it doesn't really, it's very easy to move. So it concerns me a little bit. The rear sight's pretty good. You can move it up and down. I'm just going to set it pretty neutral here. Hopefully we're shooting pretty close on paper. I might make an adjustment if I need to, but I'd like to just see what kind of group we get. I'm not really concerned with if we hit the bullseye. I just want to see what kind of tight group we can get with basically 10 shots in semi-auto. So that's what we're going to do first. Okay, and let's just get set up here. And let's see here. All right, let's take a look. A little bit high. That's all right. We'll just keep shooting in that general zone. So it shoots high, but it's well centered left and right. So I could basically bring it down by moving my sight down. So if I move my sight down, the barrel's going to come down a little bit. So we're going to leave it though, because I just want to see what kind of group we get here. I want to shoot in that same vicinity, but I could easily bring it down. That's not really a concern. I could use my bipod if I wanted to, but we're not going to do that today. But that would be very useful. If you're rested in sort of a sniper position, you know, you're on the ground and you want to shoot during an airsoft war, that would come in handy for sure. All right, let's shoot some full auto. I'll just basically shoot until it's done. So the spring is completely tightly wound. We'll just shoot until it is finished. Okay, so that's full auto. This should be full auto mayhem, which is always fun. Okay, here we go. You can always tell when you're out, it makes a different, deeper sound. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Keep in mind, this is a $200 airsoft rifle. Okay, it may not have the absolute best workmanship, but it does have a nice metal trigger guard. You know, it's got a rail bottom there if you want to put something like a bipod on there, which is nice. The sights are well protected, so even though they're plastic, they're well protected in this carry handle. You know, really nice. I was able to get some, well, by the way, I was using 11.2 volt battery for this test and 0.20 gram BBs. I don't always mention that, but that's what I was using. I love the Bullpup design. Everything's, you know, nice and compact. You get the longer barrels, so you're going to get, you know, maximum FPS out of basically what you're using for sure, because the longer barrel is going to help, and potentially better accuracy. So nice gun. Keep in mind we sell, this is the standard version. There's also the F1 version, which is upgraded, has internal, I think, a MOSFET. It has adjustable FPS, and I believe a burst mode too. So you're going to have semi-auto, burst mode, or full auto modes that you can select from. So, you know, it depends on your budget. That's about $300. This one's just about $200 Canadian money in our Canada store. So check both of those units out. Nice guns if you're looking for a Bullpup. And I think they're pretty cool, actually. You know, nice alternative to the standard AR M4 style rifles for sure. All right, thanks for watching another Replica Airguns video. Don't forget to subscribe. Again, check these out in the Canadian store at replicairguns.ca. We do have them. I believe they're even in stock right now, which is not often the case when I review these guns. And also check out our replicairguns.us store. If you're a US resident, you can buy through us there as well. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Twitter. Username is Replica Airguns. Until next time, take care.